And good evening, everyone, and welcome in to the UFC Fight Cards podcast presented by Orange Fire Media. I'm your host, Russ Renault. Thanks for joining us here on another Sunday night in the Houston area for our show where we talk about the fight card from last night and we talk about some trading cards in the UFC trading card hobby. So we just want to let you know this is your show and we'll talk about what you want to talk about. You can use the chat box. You can get in touch with me a whole bunch of different ways. We'll go through that in a little bit when we get into our cards and just let you know how to contact the show. You can be on this show. Like I said, this is your show. If you want to talk about fights, you want to talk about cards, whichever one, come on and we'll get it worked out to get you on here. So I want to make this your place, your group, and just find our group of people here who like to talk about the UFC and trading cards. So thanks. Welcome in. So we had fight night last night. We'll get to that in a little bit. And we've got some things we're going to look at here. As far as the collection goes, we're going to look at, obviously, the hits that we had in our boxes of Select and Prism and Donruss, the stuff that we have left. We're also going to take a look at our Tom Aspinall collection tonight. I think it's a really solid collection. It's a good start for somebody who really loves Tom Aspinall, and everything on the show is available for purchase. So you can get in touch with me a couple of different ways. First, you can go to our website, orange-fire.com, and you can find a link to the show. You can find the Houston area brewery maps that Orange Fire Media produces. You can see one right over my shoulder there. Those are on sale there. And also you can reach out to me via email, russ@orange-fire.com. You can find me on X at FightCardsRuss or at Orange Fire Media. Find me on Facebook, just my name. Or we also have an Orange Fire Media page. And our last place that you can find us is eBay. We have a store called Orange Fire Lots of Lots, and we have about 40 different lots listed right now. Some of them show single cards, but usually you end up getting something more. I'll throw in some extra cards of that fighter if I have them. Some of the rookies, you don't get a whole lot. Don't get a lot of extra because I don't have them because they're rookies. But some of the veterans, I usually throw in some extra cards. So just sent off some Merab Dvalishvili today, and that person ended up with a great deal. They paid, $5 for a numbered card, and they're getting a whole bunch of other stuff in there too. So that's what we like to do. That's the kind of packages we like to put together. This Tom Aspinall one is huge. And if you're a Tom Aspinall fan, stick around. This show is going to be shorter tonight. I want to get to watch the end of the Astros game. They're down 2-0 right now to the Rangers. So we're going to keep these a little bit shorter going forward because we don't have a lot of hobby boxes to go through or anything like that right now. So we're going to change the focus of the show. You may have heard me talk about it last week. But we're going to probably next week with UFC 294, which we'll talk about here in a second as well. We're going to shift to kind of an instant reaction. So we're going to move off of Sunday probably, and we're going to move to Saturday night right after the fights. And next weekend's afternoon, so it won't be too late. But, some of those future cards are going to be later, so the show will be later. It's going to be a little fluid. It'll just be sometime after the fights. And so I think we're looking at, probably late next Saturday night. Got some things going on, but we'll try to get in talking about those fights as soon as we can. So there you see those stacks of cards that we're going to look at, the hits that we still have. I know that we've got a lot of good cards left, I believe. These are all like numbered and colored cards. So this isn't just, the base cards that have laying around. These are the hits that we have left. So, you can see up here on the left where my hand is, that's the Tom Aspinall cards we'll be looking at here in just a few minutes. So let's spend a little bit of time on last night's Fight Night card from the Apex in Las Vegas before we get to UFC 294. Because, what a difference a week makes, right? We were not talking about the same fight card last Sunday as we are talking about today. 5 days worth of just mayhem on this card. And, your opinion, is it better? I think it's so much better than it was. Just really looking forward to this, and we'll get into it here in just a minute. So let's talk about Fight Night. The main event was in the featherweight division. We had number 13, Edson Barboza, defeating number 11, Sadiq Yusuff. And I did not think this was going to go the distance. Barboza gets a unanimous decision. I thought one way or the other, somebody's going to knock the other one out. It almost happened to Yusuff. Yusuff almost did it to Barboza in the first round. And then Barboza almost did it to Yusuff in the third round. But Barboza coming back from that first round, almost getting knocked out, and came back and was, won the rest of the rounds. On all the scorecards, as you can see, that Yusuff even got a 48-46 card, getting a 10-8 in that first round. So it was a great comeback by Barboza, who's, just kind of putting a cap on this career and just seeing how high he can go in that featherweight division to close it out. So then we look at the co-main event, the women's top 15 matchup in the flyweight division, and a nice win for Viviane Araújo over Jennifer Maia. Maia, tough. She's a tough out. Obviously, unanimous decision. This went the distance, but Araújo got the job done. So that'll be a good win for her to build upon, and looking at another top 10 opponent coming up, next for her. Then we go down the card, another top 15 matchup in the bantamweight division, and got Jonathan Martinez ranked number 13. He gets a win over number 14, Adrian Yanez. So that was a TKO in the second round, and Martinez looking to, Adrian Yanez is a name. It was one of the rookies of last year's 2022 products, and he's just had some ups and downs, and just hasn't been able to get his footing in there yet. But Jonathan Martinez with a solid win. Saw a TKO in the first round of a middleweight matchup. Michel Pereira defeating Andre Petrosky, who's a rookie in the 2023 products. So Pereira getting a quick knockout and a big win there. We also saw Christian Rodriguez getting a win over Cameron Simon. Unanimous decision there. And then we go down a little bit from the card. I like to point out the rookies in the 2023 products. Terrence McKinney with a 20-second knockout of Brendan Marat. So TKO in the first round. Big win there for Terrence McKinney. I know a lot of people collect him. A lot of people like Terrence McKinney. So raised his stock a lot last night. Another rookie on there that lost. Chris Gutierrez ranked number 15 in the bantamweight division, with a unanimous decision victory over Alatin Gailey. So, that rounds out fight night from last night in Las Vegas. Not a whole lot, to shake up any divisions, but, we go through and we talk about, hit the highlights on those. But, there's so much news to get to because we had such a big week as far as these schedules go. And it starts with next weekend, next Saturday in Abu Dhabi for UFC 294. And so we have a new main event. We have a new co-main event. And it is awesome. For the lightweight championship, the champion Islam Makhachev taking on the featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski for the second time. These two squared off, early this year. And so we get to see this again. And awesome. I mean, it sucks for Charles Oliveira. Had a nasty gash and a headbutt sparring last week, and got it stitched up. There's no way you can travel with that and then try to keep that from just blowing up on you in a fight like that. So unfortunate for Oliveira, very fortunate for the rest of us that we get to see Makhachev Volkanovski too. So really looking forward to that next weekend. And then the co-main event, Paulo Costa had a staph infection in his elbow, had surgery on that 3 weeks ago. They deemed him unfit to fight next week. So we get a new co-main event, and what do we get? We get the number one middleweight contender in Kamaru Usman, the former champion in the welterweight division, taking on number 4, Khamzat Chimaev. And who doesn't want to watch this? Just phenomenal main event, co-main event, like they weren't before. I mean, you had Islam and Oliveira, you had Khamzat and Costa, but this is just better. This just steps it up a little bit. So really excited Was excited before, really excited now to see these two fights. And also, you go down the card and you get to the third fight. And when this is the third fight, you just got to love it. Light heavyweight matchup between number 2 Magomed Ankalaev and number 7 Johnny Walker. And like I've said before, I believe that's a semifinal for the light heavyweight title. We'll talk about it here in a second with Prochazka taking on Pereira. That's semifinal number 1. That person will come out as a champion, and they will defend against whoever comes out in the Ankalaev-Walker fight. Got a new opponent for Ikram Alaskarov taking on Warley Alves. Middleweight division matchup, bantamweight matchup between Saeed Nurmagomedov, Mun Gafarov. So that rounds out the main card. And, the headliner of the prelims is a great fight that I'm looking forward to. I thought it should have been on the main card. Flyweight matchup between number 10, Tim Elliott, and number 11, Muhammad Mokayev. So just a phenomenal card. Just a really awesome card for next weekend. Really looking forward to that. And so we'll go through that next weekend. So then we get a week off from the UFC action. And we get a fight night in Sao Paulo, Brazil on November 4th. And, I always love watching heavyweights. And we got two top 10 heavyweights going at it. We got a new main event here with Curtis Blades dropping out of the main event. So he's replaced by Derek Lewis. So we've got number 9, Jailton Almeida, and number 10, Derek Lewis in the main event now. Everybody loves to watch Derek Lewis. Jailton Almeida is just on fire, up and coming. We've got a great Jailton Almeida card we'll show you here later. So I'm really looking forward to that because I just love the heavyweight division. So bring it on. We've got the Bonfim brothers, Gabriel and Ishmael, in action. We've also got a heavyweight matchup between number 15, Rodrigo Nascimento, and Dontel Mays. So we go down that card a little bit. I'd like to point out Renat Fakhretdinov, welterweight rookie. Everybody loves collecting his cards. Those are going for a little bit because he's just been amazing. Then you got a women's strawweight with a ranked fighter, Angela Hill, ranked number 15, taking on Denise Gomez. See if there are any other rookies on that card. There's not on that one. And then we get to another big one. UFC 295, November 11th in New York, Madison Square Garden. The heavyweight title on the line between the champion John Jones and the greatest heavyweight of all time, and the number 3 ranked heavyweight right now in Stipe Miocic. I don't know what to even make of that one. It could go so many different ways. And so, just these are things you just love to be a UFC fan. You just want to sit down, crack one open, and just watch because you don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be such a good fight. And then you got the light heavyweight title on the line in the co-main event with number 1 Yuri Prochazka, the former champion, gave up his belt after the nasty shoulder injury last year, taking on the former middleweight champion, the number 3 ranked light heavyweight contender in Alex Pereira. Also added this week, featherweight matchup. Diego Lopez, he's fun to watch against a 2023 rookie, Pat Sabatini. I think Diego Lopez is going to have some he's going to be one of the better rookies in the 2024 product. Looks so good in his last win. Looks so good in his debut against Evloev. So, he lost that fight just barely. So that's probably the number 1 rookie to look for in 2024, in my opinion, right now. Then you got, a great women's strawweight matchup between number 6 Jessica Andrade and number 8 Mackenzie Dern. You got Matt Frivola, number 14 ranked lightweight, taking on Benoit Saint Denis. Can make a case that Saint Denis, in his last performance, that he should be ranked. And you just got ranked fighters all up and down this card. It's flyweight matchup between number 8 Matt Schnell and number 14 Steve Erseg. Women's strawweight top 15 matchup, number 10 Tabitha Ricci against number 13 Lupe Godinez. Both of those have been on fire. Just a great card. These last two are two of the last 3 pay-per-views, and we'll get to UFC 296 here in a minute. But John Castaneda, he was added to that card as well, 2023 rookie, sold a ton of his cards. this year. Then we got a fight night on November 18th from the Apex. Brendan Allen, number 10, middleweight, taking on number 13, Paul Craig. Also added this week, a welterweight matchup, Jake Matthews, 2023 rookie that a lot of people collect, Michael Morales. You got Chase Hooper and Jordan Levitt, a lightweight matchup. A women's strawweight top 15 matchup, Luana Pinheiro. She's a 2023 rookie, ranked number 9 against number 11, Amanda Ribas. Let's look down the card, see if there's any more in there. Yeah, we got Jonathan Pierce, featherweight. So I've sold a lot of his as well. Taking on Joe Anderson Brito. Then we finish off the year with a pay-per-view. December 16th from Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena. We've got the welterweight championship on the line between the champion Leon Edwards and the second-ranked welterweight in Colby Covington. We've also got the flyweight championship of the world on the line with the champion Alessandro Pantoja taking on fourth-ranked Brandon Royval. That is a rematch. Pantoja won the first one. And then, like I said, you get down to the third fight, and when it's this good, you know the card's good. Welterweight matchup, number 6, Shavkat Rakhmonov, the best rookie from 2022, taking on the veteran Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, ranked number 7. Lightweight matchup that everybody's been talking about because you just don't know how to feel about it. Either way, Tony Ferguson taking on Paddy Pimblett. Then we've got ranked fighters added to that, and then surely more fights coming on the way. We've got a welterweight matchup between number 10, Vicente Luque, and number 11, Ian Machado Gary, and a women's flyweight matchup between number 14, Casey O'Neill, and Ariane Lipsky. So that is what we have on the schedule for the remainder of the year, and I'm sure there's got to be a few fight night cards in between November 18th and December 16th that we just don't have any more information on yet, but we'll keep a lookout for those and see if they have some of those scheduled or if they're just going to build up to Las Vegas and T-Mobile in December. So that is what we have on tap. So now we'll switch directions a little bit, and we will start looking at the cards we have left. We'll talk a little bit about some hobby news. Obviously, Chronicles dropped this past week, so hopefully you all have been opening up some hobby boxes, getting some of those kabooms. Those are the big chase cards in that product. So, good luck to you if you're opening those up, and let us know. Show us what you got, and we'll show it here on the show. So, do a segment here on our show where we do our hobby top 5. That's the top 5 fighters in the hobby right now, not the top 5 pound for pound, but we tell you who we think the hottest fighters are and who everybody's collecting right now just based on break prices, just inquiries, whose name do you see the most time. So let's get into our hobby top 5 here. So we'll start off with number 5, the top female rookie in 2023. And that, of course, is Erin Blanchfield. Looking forward to seeing her back in action early in 2024, if not before then. Number 4 is Khamzat Chimaev. We will see him next weekend in Abu Dhabi. Number 3 is the best rookie from 2022. And that, of course, is Shavkat Rakhmonov. We'll see him soon. Number 2 is the top rookie from 2023, middleweight division, and that is Bo Nickel. And the number 1 collectible fighter right now is the bantamweight champion of the world, Sugar Sean O'Malley. So a lot of people collecting Sean O'Malley after that win for the title over Aljamain Sterling. So there you look at it again. Our hobby top 5, Sean O'Malley, Bo Nickel, Shavkat Rakhmonov, Khamzat Chimaev, and Erin Blanchfield. So we're just about set to start looking at, our hits from the last couple of months and what we have left. We've still got a lot left. And like we said, you can find this Orange Fire Lots of Lots on eBay. A lot of it, some of it's not listed yet just because we're waiting on some redemptions and things like that so we can package them and put them all together on the store. So, but most of it's on there. And we've got more coming pretty soon. So let's start with our stack of Select. That's our smallest stack, but I think one of our better lots that we have right now. Because, I got some offers on it, but just couldn't pull the trigger on them. I just think this card's worth more than I was offered for it. But there's more to go along with it. So if we take a look, and I've got Jack Della Maddalena. We've got Select Purple Auto Rookie, numbered to 49. And so that card alone is a great pull. But then you add in, you've got a base, Donruss Auto Rookie. Then we'll throw in these two, the ones you're buying. But then like the stuff we throw in, you get a purple press proof. We'll throw in a base card of both Donruss and Prism just for you to have. So that's just kind of the stuff we throw in. So other stuff we have left from Select, we've got Alexander Rakic with the Sparks, the memorabilia card. This one's numbered to 99. So this is a silver. Then we got a Prism silver, base Prism, just some other Rakic cards that we have from last year, this year, a few leftover silver press proof there. Like I said, it's not major. I know that, but it's free if you can get the other cards, and so who doesn't love free stuff? Last ones left in Select that are of note. We've got a Billy Quarantillo Sparks, so that's a memorabilia card there. It's not numbered. Then the last numbered card we have is a Verna Jandaroba Rookie Red, and that one's numbered to 175. We've got a few other color cards. You'll see some of those when we get to John Jones here in a minute. We've got a little bit left of Select, some like tricolor Colby Covingtons, and so maybe one day on the show we'll just show just kind of all the blue wave and red and ruby wave and hypers, all that kind of stuff that we have. Just stuff you can pick up for $1 here and there. People who need them to finish out a rainbow and they just haven't been able to just find one. Sometimes it's just hard to come across something like that. If it's somebody obscure that you're collecting and just people have boxes and they just haven't pulled one out of there yet. All right, so then we'll go to Donruss, and we've got huge stacks of Prism, so we'll show those in just a second. But another double auto lot here with Marvin Vittori. So we've got both Donruss and Prism. So if you love Marvin, we got these two autos, and we'll throw a few in there with it. We've got, this is our best Donruss card left. Damon Jackson, Blue Hollow Laser, rated rookie auto. Those are numbered to 25. So Damon Jackson, got some press proof, got a silver to throw in there. Got Jeff Neal Teal, numbered to 25. Also got an orange Prism. Basically giving you that you buy the teal, this Prism you're getting for free because there's some surface issues with it, and we pulled it out of the pack that way. But you'll also get the blue wave. So there's a little bit of Jeff Neal in there. Got some Blue Hollow Laser, number to 49, Dean Thomas. And also we got Jared Cannonier. We got a red to go along with that. That's numbered to 75, and just got a lot of Jared Cannonier in here. A Ruby Wave from last year. Actually, that's from this year. Blue Velocity from last year, Optic, and even some 2020 tops to go in there. So we've got Mike Brown, Red Hollow, Volkan Ozdemir. That gets you a tricolor, Silver Select, another Vulcan cards in there. Jack Shore, silver, hollow laser. Alexander Romanov, Irina Aldana, the silver. We also got a hyper prism throw in there with that. Then to finish out our Donruss, got a Magomed Ankalaev Octagon Royalty. That gets you a silver, and that is from 2021. So that is a rookie, silver rookie of Ankalaev, blue velocity, and we got a black in there from Chronicles. So good little Ankalaev starter. Octagon canvas from a winner last night, Michelle Pereira. And to finish off our Donruss, got another Octagon royalty, Rafael dos Anjos, and throw in that Ruby Wave with it. All right, now our bigger stacks, and we'll start with the best stuff first and work our way back. So, got a Jailton Almeida auto. Throw in a silver with that. Got a Randy Brown base auto. Also silver there. Tank Abbott. That was our second Tank Abbott auto we pulled out of that case that we had. It's our lowest numbered card that we have left. Macy Chason with the Octagon Prism. Got a Ruby Wave with that. Got a couple of redemptions. First is Israel Adesanya with throwback signatures. We're holding on to these Izzies. Right now we haven't listed these because we're waiting on that redemption. But we've got an orange, number to 99, a purple, number to 149. That we're going to throw in with that auto. And then we've got a BJ Penn, Champion Signatures. Also waiting on that redemption. But that also gets you Red Hollow Laser, number 75 from Donruss. Got a Silver Prism, a green from Retail. And we got a bunch of BJ Penn cards to throw in. All the way back to 2015 Chronicles. So we'll get you a few Topps cards in there as well. So then we work our way from our lower numbered cards back to our higher numbered cards. Pedro Munoz, the orange, number 99, also with a hyper. Glover Teixeira, Mario Bautista, purple, and silver. Jonathan Pierce, got a pretty good little starter rainbow of Jonathan Pierce. Got a purple, Ruby Wave, a hyper, and a silver. And then got a little Carla Esparza lot here. Purple, cracked ice. Got a blue velocity. And then we've got some Carla going back to 2015 as well. Then we look at this one, John Jones with a blue. And then select tricolor, select silver. You got the snapshots, got a base, got a dominant silver, so pretty good John Jones lot there. Cheeto Vera blue, also a hyper, and a blue hollow laser from Donruss, so good little Cheeto lot. Dustin Poirier with a blue, get you a purple flood, silver, some other Poirier that we have left going back to 2020, 2015 Topps. And we've got Yana Kunitskaya, better known as Yana Santos, the blue, Ticia Torres, blue, Lucas Almeida. We've got a blue, a Ruby Wave, and we've got 3 silvers. Lucas Almeida. Said Yakub Kakramanov with a red. And our last two hobby boxes from the case of Prism, we got Frankie Edgar red in each of those. Those numbered to 199, so silver Frankie in there. Also got some Jack Hermanson with a red, a hyper, a silver, a hyper from last year, and a base from last year. Then we finish it off with Dominic Reyes, tricolor as well. And then Piotr Jan, we got a lot left. Piotr, red, silver. Got a silver Flux, purple Flood. Just got some Piotr Jan cards in here for 2020. Decades next. So now the rest of our Prism, red Carol Hossa. We got a Jennifer Maya red and a hyper. And not a numbered card, but obviously sought after. And it's a Hezbollah Magomedov. That's a Ruby Wave. So Hezbollah finishes us off with our Prism. Before we get to our Tom Aspinall, I do want to let you know that we've got some complete sets of Donruss, 1 through 200. We've got about 5 of those, I think, if you need a whole set of Donruss. And we have a whole set, 1 through 225, in every insert. We do have one of those available. If you want every card from Donruss this year, just reach out, let me know. Also, I think we have a full set of Prism too. So we've got complete set of each, and you can buy those just from me if you just reach out and let me know, and I'll give you the contact information here at the end of the show, and we'll make a deal. You know, this is a place that you can come and get a deal. That's what we started out doing. That's what we want to do. We want people who collect these fighters to get them. If you collect a set and you are missing something, we want you to have it. So just let me know what you need, and I'll try to get it to you. All right, now comes the big reveal. So let me grab these. We're going to start off with kind of the more base stuff. It's not all base, but there is some base in there, obviously, with this collection. But there's going to be some color, some numbered cards, and then we got a stack up here. Those are kind of the better cards. We even have a slab up there we got graded. It's a really good looking card. Really proud of that one. But looking to get you a deal if you collect Tom Aspinall. I love Tom. Big fan. But time to let it go. I believe he is going to be the heavyweight champion. I think he's going to beat Sergey Pavlovich after whatever happens with Jones and Miocic. I think that those two are on a collision course, and Tom Aspinall is going to be the champion one day. So here we go, and we're going from chronological order, first card to last. So we got a Panini Instant. So they say that they're numbered 1 to 325, or they're numbered. There's 325 of them. So that's a 2021 Panini Instant. It is labeled as a rookie card, but then you get into his more traditional rookie cards. So the Prism, first one, 2022. We got obviously Donruss on the base, and we've got Purple Press Proof, Purple Flood. Then you get another Panini Instant with the throwback rated rookie. Then you get into Select. There's the base and silver. I got the shimmer, the tricolor. I got a select octagon side, and there we go. There is our first auto. So we got a select auto. like I said, these are available. So this is as a lot, though. I'm not going to be breaking up this one. You got the Phenomenon, the Global Icons, and then we got the Shimmer, the Global Icons, to finish off the Select. We get another Panini Instant, the Electrifying. That's out of 7. Those are numbered to 700. They're not numbered, but there's 700 of them made. Then you get the Electrifying, the Orange. There's 125 of these. So 2022 Instant. And we get Chronicles, the base. Then we got the Purple, which is numbered to 49. We got a Blue that's numbered to 99. Got a Rookies and Stars. Then you get into the Spectra, Chronicles Spectra, the Silver, so that's numbered to 199. The Blue Velocity, another Panini Instant, Studio. Love the look of those cards. Looks a lot like the first Studio cards that came out, and there's 125 of those. You get into 2023, so sophomore year for Tom Aspinall, the base, Prism. Got a Hyper, Blue Wave, got a Disco, Cracked Ice, got the base Donruss, Silver Press Proof, and the one numbered 2023 card that we have from Donruss, the Silver Hollow Laser, numbered to 99. So then we got a little more premium product. So we got an Octagon Canvas from last year from Donruss, and this is a rookie card. So if you buy these, you get all the holders. You get the one touch and everything. So Octagon Canvas. Then you get into more from Chronicles. You get a Noir, numbered to 99. Got a 1, also numbered to 99. Another auto. The last 3 are autos, so 4 total. Immaculate Collection, Shadow Box, numbered to 99. This is an on-card auto, so the only on-card that we have from Immaculate. And then we got the season ticket, the Panini Contenders. So a rookie auto here. That one's not numbered, but any rookie auto is great. And then the cream of our crop, our last one, is our slab. And this is the Contenders season ticket Cracked Ice. And those are numbered to 25. And you can see the grade there. That 9 on the card, 9 on the centering, 10 on the edges, 9 on the corners, 9 on the surface, but then that auto gets a 10. So gem on the auto turns out to be a pretty phenomenal card. So there you go. So we got a grade on this one from Beckett, and that is our Tom Aspinall collection. So if you are interested in that, then kind of add up what you think those numbered cards are worth, and the autos, and we'll throw in everything else. Everything else comes with it. So really proud of that Tom Aspinall collection that we've been going through over the last 2 years, and it just started when I pulled that season ticket Cracked Ice. And then I pulled the shadow box, and I was like, okay, so I got to get a little lucky here. So we just started picking up some Tom Aspinall cards here and there, hit a few, hit the Cracked Ice, and not huge, but still letting you know, like, you're hitting a few of these. Then hit the Don Russ Silver Hollow Laser. So I hit most of those and didn't really buy a whole lot of those, and just came across those as we opened up packs, and I was already a fan of the guy. So really happy to have that, and really happy to share it with you. And like I said, if you're interested in that, let me know. Again, my email address is russ@orange-fire.com. You can find me at orange-fire.com on our website. You can find me on social media, on X, at FightCardsRuss or at Orange Fire Media. Find me on Facebook or Orange Fire Media's Facebook page. The Tom Aspinall lot is not listed on eBay. It may be one day soon, but you can find everything else in our store, and it's called Orange Fire Lots of Lots. We've got over 40 lots listed right now, and so there's some good deals in there. You can get stuff pretty cheap. If you don't like the price on it, make me an offer, and we can work something out, because I do want people to get good deals. I think the pricing's pretty fair. So you be the judge of that, and just make an offer for what's there, because we do like to move those, and just trying to get people some cards in their collections. So like I said, this is your show. If you want to be on it, come on. Let me know if you want to come on and talk about UFC 294 next week. If you want to come on and talk about your cards, anything that you've hit lately, any other topics that you want to discuss, this is your show. And this is where we want your clan, your tribe to be, is right here on the UFC Fight Cards podcast. Like I said, next week we're going to talk about UFC 294. I think next week, instead of, Tom, we showed you the Tom Aspinall collection. Next week we're going to show you Michael Chandler. We've got a graded card in that one too, and a couple of autos. So, we're going to be looking at some of the things that we haven't shown before, haven't listed before. Been kind of keeping those to ourselves, but we're putting everything out there now. And so, like I said, next weekend we're going to move to Saturday. We're going to do like instant recap, and get an instant reaction to how the fights went down, and that's kind of going to be what we're going to do going forward. So don't worry about the time of the show, because if you subscribe, you'll get alerted when the show is going live, and you can jump on and jump in on the instant reaction. If you want to jump on with me, go right ahead. We'll work it out, and I've got a way to get you on here, and all you need is a phone. So looking forward to that and offering that up to you, and hope that you have a great week. I appreciate you stopping by here and hanging out and talking about UFC, the fights, and our trading card collections. And we will see you next week after Islam Makhachev and Alexander Volkanovski settle it for the lightweight title. I'm Russ Renault, and like I said, we just hope you have a great week. We appreciate you starting it right here, and we hope that you have a great rest of your night. Like I said, I'm Russ Renault, and we'll see you next week right here on the UFC Fight Cards podcast, presented by Orange Fire Media.